Hi guys. Well, as the AFCON 2025 finishes, we saw a crazy night yesterday when Senegal prevailed and took the trophy. But the incidents, the scenes at the end of the match really, really moved world football at the end. No one has ever actually seen anything like that before. I've never seen anything like that before. And it's definitely something I didn't expect, but everyone was very emotional. I was very emotional. And I went a bit crazy, calling for. I was really happy that Senegal had walked off the pitch and the CAF were going to be embarrassed and stuff. But then again, you wake up the next day and you think, oh, I think they went a little bit too far in their protests. And I'm so happy that they came back on the pitch and finished the game. It's obviously come to light now that Brahim Diaz basically did not miss that penalty deliberately. But whatever happened, the gods of football turned up and they rescued everything. And despite that, the repercussions are going out and wide. Basically, a lot of things have been happening. Every single person, I think, on the planet has got an opinion, whether they think Senegal were right to do what they did, or they think that Morocco were hard done by. Morocco, the foul on Hakimi was correct, and the penalty was also correct. We've seen those takes, and a lot of people really upset that they feel African football was embarrassed. I don't agree that it was embarrassed. I think a lot of teams across the world have only dreamt of being able to do what the Senegal coach did. They can only dream of it because it takes somebody who doesn't care. Uh, you basically put your career on the line. You basically put your career on the line. Now, he'll definitely get another job, but he definitely will be told in future to watch how he is moving. Now, there are rumors, of course, CAF have come out with a statement basically blasting Senegal's behavior. Infantino has also come out to protect the cartel, basically. It's a huge cartel, and it really basically paid the price yesterday with that behavior. I don't think anybody saw that coming. And it messed up all their little plans because their plan was to make sure that Morocco got the trophy by hook or by crook. Personally, I thought Morocco had a great tournament, despite complaining. I'm sorry, guys, I complained throughout about their decisions in every game that I watched them play. It was way too obvious, and the Moroccan players did not even need that protection because, to be honest, they were good enough to get into that final. And they probably would have lost to Senegal in the end because Senegal, I think, were slightly the better team. In fact, not slightly, a good 10-15% better, with better shots on target, better opportunities, mostly. Um, but yeah, so that is my take. But yeah, repercussions have come out, and we have got so many people giving their 2 cents. Another thing, so basically, everything that has come out has been criticized by these big guns, has been criticized. Senegal walking off. Did you see the behavior of the stewards and the ball boys fighting, dragging that Senegalese keeper off the pitch, off the side, because he was trying to protect the tower for Mendy to dry his ball when it came to him. He literally had to go stand there to protect the towel because everybody, including somebody who's like a high level player like Hakimi, was throwing it across. Really, to be honest, as an outsider who has got a lot of beef, I'm trying with Morocco because of the way I felt we were treated by the referee in that game. I've got definitely a negative bias towards them. But so I am very aware of my bias, and I am trying to look at it from a positive point of view to say, Dali, so you're very biased to Morocco. So please keep an open mind. But there's no way I can condone these scenes where you're seeing a goalkeeper being dragged off the pitch and fans, officials of Morocco taking the towel and throwing it away, basically to a disadvantage Senegal. So literally, I think what we'd call a Mingalato in Zambia, basically, everybody was playing dirty, and Senegal just had got a better dirty game than Morocco on the night. Again, credit to Sadio Mane, who rescued the whole situation by staying calm and mature. The guy showed the world his standard. This is a guy we should worship because he is absolutely amazing. He did everything. And basically, he is also retiring right after the World Cup, which Senegal have qualified for. He says he's going to retire from African football. From international football, basically, but he'll always be the 12th man, and I think they need him. They need him because, to be honest, I don't think I will ever have enough respect for Sadio Mane because he saw what we didn't see, and that's great. So CAF have basically suspended Senegal coach Pape Thiaw. They've suspended him for up to 4 games, I think. Is it 4 or 6 games? Due to his taking play. I know, I should be serious. Due to taking players off the pitch. And rightfully so, to be honest. We knew there'll be a price to pay. And he is happy to pay that price. And he needs to take them to the World Cup regardless. Obviously, I think at the World Cup, there'll be a lot of balance and fairness. I think a lot of African referees still play that thing. They're easily led. But also we've seen it in the Premier League. It's not just basically referees as a breed of people have got issues I don't think we are going to sort out any day soon. We see these problems day in, day out, even with Premier League officials, even at major tournaments where there's favoritism and it can feel like too much. But I feel Morocco, just a pile-on. It was too much every single game. The pattern was there. So that was the issue that they had. That's the issue that they had. But otherwise, Pape Thiaw has been suspended by CAF. CAF has brought out a statement basically not taking any responsibility for trying to engineer a tournament. And it's, you can only get away with so much, but it's really exposed them because anybody who watched that match, I mean, very few people, in fact, nobody, maybe one person, whatever planet they are on, nobody was Team Morocco after the full-time whistle, before extra time, nobody. Because it was too obvious, every 50-50 was going the other way. But I have to give that ref some credit. First half, I thought he was balancing the game, but he was playing me, obviously. He lost his nerve. The presence of all the fans, it was like a theater. It was too much for him, so maybe there was that. But otherwise, thank goodness, I am so happy that this tournament has ended, and I just can't wait to get over this whole thing because it has left a nasty taste in my mouth. And congratulations, Senegal. Congratulations as well to Morocco. They have also put in a complaint to CAF and FIFA. Basically, I don't know what they want, but they've put in a complaint about that match, talking about everything and the way it went. Yeah, we can also, even me, I'm tempted to write in a complaint to FIFA about the officiating between Zambia and Morocco, because if you watch that game back, you see that those guys were absolutely favored for no good reason. But regardless, they've put in a complaint, which is their right to do, but it should definitely go nowhere. Give Senegal a fine. In fact, basically a suspended ban for the manager will come in handy as well. Hopefully he contests the ban and also counter. Some of these things go to court. Remember Arteta went to court with PGMOL, was it? Or the FA, he took them to court. He was like, we're going to court if you're going to be coming after me. And he paid for it for a couple of years because he was getting battered. Every decision was against him and was targeted very badly. But right now, he treats them like idiots, basically pretends that he's all for them, and he trains the players to counteract their influence in matches. And that is just how it will be. And I am looking forward to seeing CAF's response and FIFA's response to how the ball boys and the Moroccan players behaved towards the Senegal team on the pitch. Once I see that, I'll know that the world is cured. Otherwise, the cartel is going to live long and strong. Right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Please look out for my Champions League video that's coming up very soon. We are back in the Champions League this midweek. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.